You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. Marcus Aurelius, Part 1, Introduction. The Unbreakable Mindset. What if everything collapses tomorrow? Your bank account freezes. Your job vanishes overnight. The world plunges into chaos. What would you do? Would you panic, break down, or would you stand unshaken while others crumble? Most people are not ready for a crisis. They live under the illusion that stability is guaranteed. But history tells a different story. Empires fall, markets crash, loved ones betray. Pain is inevitable. But suffering, that's a choice. The ancient Stoics mastered the art of resilience. They faced wars, exile, plagues, and betrayals, yet remained unbreakable. And today, we're going to unlock their secrets so that you can survive anything. By the end of this video, you'll discover the 3 biggest mistakes people make during a crisis. The Stoic mental framework that makes you indestructible. A test to measure your emotional resilience. The one Stoic principle that will instantly change how you see hardship. And here's your challenge. Somewhere in this video, a hidden Stoic survival principle is waiting. If you find it, drop it in the comments. Let's see who's truly prepared. Ready to build an unbreakable mind? Let's begin. Part 2. The 3 biggest mistakes people make during a crisis. The moment everything goes wrong, how will you react? A crisis doesn't announce itself. It just happens. 1 minute, life is normal. The next, you're in free fall. And this is where most people fail. They don't fail because they're weak. They fail because they make predictable mistakes. Mistake number 1, emotional reactivity. He who controls his emotions controls his fate. Seneca. When crisis strikes, people panic, they make rash decisions. They let fear dictate their choices and end up digging themselves into a deeper hole. The Stoic fix: detachment and perspective shift. A Stoic doesn't ask, "Why is this happening to me?" Instead, they ask, "How can I turn this into an advantage? What is within my control? What's the worst-case scenario? And can I handle it?" Power move. Instead of reacting emotionally, pause. Take a deep breath. Slow down. Observe. Adapt. The first person to regain control of their emotions in a crisis is often the one who survives it. Mistake number 2. Expecting fairness. Life isn't fair. You've heard it before, but do you accept it? When crisis strikes, most people get stuck in denial. This shouldn't be happening. This isn't fair. Why me? They resist reality instead of adapting to it, and that resistance creates suffering. The Stoic fix: radical acceptance and adaptability. The obstacle is the way. Marcus Aurelius. Instead of wasting energy on wishing things were different, a Stoic asks, "What can I do with what I have?" What's the next step forward? Accept, adapt, act. That's the Stoic mindset. Mistake number 3, being unprepared. You don't rise to the level of your expectations. You fall to the level of your training. Archilochus. When crisis hits, most people scramble. They were never mentally prepared. They never considered that the worst could happen. They never practiced handling stress. They never built mental toughness before they actually needed it. The Stoic fix: premeditation and hardening the mind. Marcus Aurelius practiced premeditatio malorum, the visualization of worst-case scenarios. Before a crisis happens, already be prepared for it. Imagine losing everything, then mentally rehearse your response. Put yourself in controlled hardship, fasting, cold exposure, discomfort. Study history, because patterns repeat. Harden your mind now. so that when disaster strikes, you're already stronger than it. Question for you: which of these 3 mistakes do you think most people make? Drop your answer in the comments. Part 3. The Stoic Formula for Unbreakable Mental Toughness. What if I told you that you could train your mind to handle any crisis? Not hope, not wish, train. The ancient Stoics built unbreakable minds using a specific mental framework, a mindset so powerful that it made them immune to fear, pain, and uncertainty. Let's break it down, step by step. Step 1. Control what you can. Let go of what you can't. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. Marcus Aurelius. The number 1 reason people break under pressure: they waste energy trying to control things beyond their control. You can't control what happens to you. You can control how you respond. A Stoic's mantra: what is within my power? Power move. Make 2 lists. List 1, things you can't control: crisis, economy, other people's actions. List 2, things you can control: your mindset, reactions, next steps. Then, ignore list 1. Master list 2. Step 2. Seek discomfort. Train yourself for adversity. It is in times of security that the spirit should be preparing itself for difficult times. Seneca. Mental toughness is built before the storm. The Stoics deliberately practiced hardship so that when real crises hit, they were ready. Train yourself now. Fasting. Teach your body it can survive discomfort. Cold showers. Train your mind to endure stress. Minimalism. Reduce attachment to material things. Hard workouts. Strengthen your discipline and resilience. The more you suffer voluntarily, the less you suffer involuntarily. Step 3. Reframe pain as power. You should not complain about life. Just adapt to it. Epictetus. Most people run from pain. Stoics embrace it. Why? Because pain equals growth. Reframe pain from "this is happening to me," "this is happening for me." Instead of thinking, "why is this happening to me?" think, checkmark. What can I learn from this? How is this making me stronger? Power move. Anytime you feel pain, frustration, or failure, ask, how can I turn this into an advantage? Because pain is temporary, growth is permanent. Before we continue, tell me, what's the hardest challenge you've ever faced, and how did you overcome it? Drop your story in the comments below. Part 4. The Stoic Survival Test. Would you break under pressure? You think you're tough? Let's put that to the test. The ancient Stoics had a mental training system that separated the strong from the weak. Today, you're about to face the same Stoic survival test. Answer honestly. Your results may surprise you. Question 1. How do you handle unexpected disasters? You just lost your job. Your investments crashed. You're facing a major crisis. What's your first reaction? A. Panic. Blame the world and feel like a victim. B. Get frustrated but try to figure out a solution. C. Accept it immediately and take action to adapt. Question 2. Can you stay calm under pressure? Imagine you're in a high-stress situation. You're being publicly criticized. You have seconds to make a life-changing decision. Someone betrays your trust. Do you? A. React emotionally, argue, or feel overwhelmed? B. Stay quiet but feel anger and frustration building up? C. Stay completely calm and focus only on solutions? Question 3. How do you deal with pain? You're going through physical, emotional, or financial pain. Do you? A. Complain and dwell on how unfair life is? B. Try to distract yourself and hope it passes? C. Face it head-on, using it as a lesson to grow? Scoring your results? Mostly A's. You're trapped in emotional reaction mode, mostly B's. You're aware of Stoic principles, but you haven't mastered them yet, mostly C's. You're on the path to Stoic mastery, resilient, adaptable, and unbreakable. Final challenge. Drop your score in the comments. Are you a true Stoic warrior? Part 5. The final Stoic secret to unbreakable mental toughness. There's one final Stoic principle that 99% of people ignore. And that's exactly why most people crumble under pressure, break down in crises, and never reach their full potential. But you're not most people. You've come this far, and now it's time for the ultimate Stoic truth. Expect everything, attached to nothing. Why this principle changes everything. The reason people suffer isn't because of pain, loss, or hardship. It's because they expected life to be different. Think about it. You expected your life to go smoothly. You expected people to always treat you fairly. You expected security, comfort, and predictability. So when reality punches you in the face, you feel shocked, betrayed, and broken. The Stoics didn't just prepare for the worst, they expected it. That's why they couldn't be broken. How to apply this right now. 1. Expect chaos. Life is unpredictable, except that nothing is permanent and nothing is guaranteed. 2. Attach to nothing. Don't tie your happiness to money, people, or circumstances. Find strength within, not from external things. 3. Embrace every challenge. Instead of asking, why is this happening to me? Ask, how can I grow from this? Final Stoic challenge. If you've made it this far, you're ahead of 99% of people. But let's test your resilience one last time. Comment below. Expect everything, attached to nothing. That's the final Stoic principle hidden in this video. If you get it, you're on your way to becoming truly unbreakable. And now, it's time to take action. You've learned the mindset, you've understood the principles. Now, you must train, not tomorrow, not next week, but today. Because when the next crisis hits, you won't have time to prepare. You'll either be ready or you won't. So here's your next step. If you truly want to master Stoic resilience, start with the wisdom of those who came before us. In the description below, you'll find a list of essential books and resources to strengthen your mind and fortify your spirit. These aren't just books. They are blueprints for surviving any storm. And if you've made it this far, I want to know, what's the greatest lesson you're taking away from this video? Drop it in the comments below. Let's build a community of thinkers, warriors, and survivors. Stay strong, stay disciplined, and most of all, train.